Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and this episode I'm going to be recapping. Here we go, Season 3, Episode 3, titled Robin's LARP Festival, which was originally released on the 25th of July 2025, and I'm recording this episode about 2.5 weeks later on the 11th of August 2025. But before I get on with my recap, here is the trailer for Here We Go, Season 3.
Yeah. So I just want to keep things super duper chill.
Those crocodile skin leggings.
Out cooking. Yeah.
Sorry, this is what?
Granny's old house.
Yeah.
And our kitchen was similar to theirs, actually.
Really?
Less, chicken.
Well,
Yeah, I'm naturally quite a flexible person.
You're about to get the money shot.
That was the trailer for Here We Go, Season 3. I showed you that because right now I am starting my recap of Here We Go, Season 3, Episode 3, titled Robin's LARP Festival. We start off with the Here We Go title sequence. Alison gives Sam some toilet roll. Rachel speaks to Kai. Robin gives Sam some advice. Sam mentions Iron Brew. Sue gives Sam some advice. Rachel mentions D&V and war. Sam thanks Rachel. Paul informs everyone of Rachel's prior feelings about Sam participating in a D&V expedition. Sam gives his camera to Robin whilst insulting the festival everyone else is attending. Sam says goodbye to everyone. Paul asks Sam to stay safe. Sue gets emotional. A 1 week ago earlier flashback occurs. Sam mentions the current temperature. Paul mentions the red arrows. Paul corrects Rachel. Paul and Rachel mention golf balls. Paul informs everyone that he's becoming a mentor. Paul corrects Cherry. Amy insults Paul. Paul corrects Robin. Paul and Sue hug. Paul mentions Lee. Paul doesn't want Lee to be intimidated by him. Rachel mentions being trained to deal with anxiety. Sam corrects Rachel. Cherry insults someone. I put Cherry, but that's not right because she doesn't insult herself. Sam mentions Kai. Robin explains what a specific food is to Paul. This food is from Bulgaria. Robin mentions cooling towers. Robin gives Sue a present. Sue slaps Paul. Cherry interrupts Robin from saying something inappropriate. Cherry wants to go on holiday. Cherry suggests Corfu in Bulgaria. Amy attempts to open a jar. Paul mentions the quote book. Rachel mentions staycations. Cherry mentions W.H. Smith's. Robin attempts to convince Cherry to join LARP Festival with him. Robin explains what LARP is. Sue mentions Elvis. Sam corrects Sue. Sam mentions Dungeons and Dragons. Amy mentions Maya and Glastonbury. Rachel apologises for her comments about nerds. Cherry mentions someone's boyfriend would be helpful for opening a jar. Paul reads some quotes from the quote book. Paul mentions Einstein and Lee, as well as Prince Harry. Rachel mentions Instagram. Rachel questions Paul's current outfit. Sam refuses to take multiple items on his D&V expedition. Lee meets everyone. Lee attempts to open the gherkin jar. Paul tells off Sue. Amy insults Lee's helmet. Paul tells off Rachel. Paul updates Lee. Amy mentions men. Rachel questions Lee. Lee mentions Paul being his first ever mentee. Lee mentions being a cub leader previously. Paul has misunderstood as he believed he was the mentor and Lee was the mentee, whereas in actual fact it is the other way around. Rachel and Amy attempt to interrupt Paul. Sam informs Paul that Lee is his mentor. Lee mentions being 24. Robin seems annoyed at Amy for showing up to the LARP Festival last minute. Robin lists multiple mythical creatures. Amy and Maya mention Glastonbury. Paul mentions Lee. Rachel admits to tracking Sam whilst he's on his D&V expedition. Paul has conflicted feelings about this. Paul and Lee reunite. Lee introduces everyone to Merlin. Lee asks Paul to stay with him. Lee asks Paul to do something for him. Robin apologises to Merlin and Lee on Rachel's behalf for having her phone out. A 1 day ago flashback occurs. Lee is mentoring Paul. Lee tests Paul. Lee corrects Paul. Lee mentions some events from the Lord of the Rings. Rachel introduces Sam to a survival shovel. Sam wants Rachel to trust him. Amy answers the door. Robin introduces Marcin to everyone. Sue believes Marcin's name is Martin. Robin corrects Sue. Marcin attempts to open the gherkin jar. Paul updates everyone how his mentoring is going. Marcin leaves after being unable to open the gherkin jar. Lee and Robin reunite. Amy questions Lee. Robin recognises that Lee is Paul's mentor. Lee insults Paul. Rachel, Robin and Lee convince Paul to enter the LARP. Sam agrees to loan Robin his camera. Sam films him and his friends on his DV. Someone scares them. Paul delivers Lee his drink. Cherry compliments the medieval music. Sue attempts to convince some people to attempt to open a gherkin jar. A pretend fight occurs. Robin mentions previously being an orc. Rachel is worried about Sam as she believes he hasn't moved in an hour. Rachel also believes that Sam is in a house and shows what is making her believe this to everyone else. Amy mentions Hansel and Gretel. Rachel starts spiraling. Lee insults Rachel. Rachel swears at Lee. Rachel insults LARP. Lee is planning on rescuing Sam. Rachel insults the council. Everyone goes in the wrong direction until Paul and Rachel tell them otherwise. Sue mentions her gherkin jar. Everyone reunites with Sue and Cherry. Lee overrides Paul. Paul asks Lee to stop. Someone attacks Lee. Sam and his friends reunite with everyone. A man insults Paul. Paul corrects this man, and the man comes clean as to why he has fed Sam and his friends. Rachel apologises to the man. Sam questions Rachel over finding him. Rachel admits to tracking Sam. Sam insults Rachel. Lee is still in pain. Rachel apologises to Sam. Sam wants Rachel to trust him. Sam mentions Ryan and Kai. Maya and Sam reunite rather. As Sam believes the campsite is 8 miles away, Amy and Maya go on a hike. Paul checks on Lee. Paul quotes Lee to Lee. Lee hugs Paul. The man opened Sue's gherkin jar. Cherry believes she's giving birth. Robin has found a doctor. Sebastian introduced himself to Robin and Cherry. Cherry doesn't want Robin to film her giving birth, and that is my recap of Here We Go. Season 3, Episode 3, titled Robin's LARP Festival. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Here We Go, Season 3, Episode 3, titled Robin's LARP Festival. If you watched it, my recap. If you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well with anything else you want to cover the channel, such as any previews or recaps. Put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe. And just remember there are now 2 episodes of the podcast released every single day, with the first episode released at 11 a.m. GMT and the second episode released at 3 p.m. GMT. And I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.